Robert Heffernan, Endotech Analytics, streaming live exclusively for the Pareto Network for Pareto token holders. I'm a master technician now in the Matrix. It is Tuesday, and quite a turnaround here in some of these cryptos, and we're going to talk about it here. But first, let's do the rounds. I'm going to do the rounds. Some headlines that I think were interesting today, worthy of going over. One of them being a top crypto regulator in South Korea found dead in his home. That can't be good, right? You can't be killing regulators. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully, it was a love tryst or something, and has nothing to do with the crypto markets. But that can't be good. And the other thing too, I want to talk about. I'm going to circle back to this on Bitcoin and how you have to be up to date with what's going on from a technical standpoint. There was a headline 3 hours ago from CNBC touting how Bitcoin is, back and in a good raging situation. And we're going to do a new segment today called Go to the Chart. All right, I'm going to bring that one out, and I'm going to show you something that happened in Bitcoin today that, not exactly a great chart setup. All right, when I get to that. On the sheet, there's 6 cryptos. 5 of the 6 are out of up momentum and have been. Dash, and I'll show you that in a second here. Why wait? Let's do it now. Let's take the vitals. Taking the vitals and Dash. Now, I lightened up considerably on my Dash holdings. Second day out of 3. 2 out of 3 days now out of up momentum. That level today at 717. Yesterday was 715. Definitely closed out of up momentum. And for me now, this Dash setup looks like it wants to go test at least that. They're going to test it. They might test it in the broadcast here. That average at 660. That lower momentum level, 603, a better area if you are a long-term buyer of Dash. Might want to dabble there. But again, the sheet really helps you understand what the potentials are in the market. And that lower momentum collar down at 490, from a longer-term perspective, a fantastic place to enter the market. Right now, trading 671 is below the pivot. It's below the pursuit risk. It's below the value range. So I really think that 660, which is not so far away, but then that 603 level is where Dash is looking to project to. Now, like I said, of the 6 currencies on the chart, the only one still in up-mo is Bitcoin. Let's talk a little Bitcoin. 10,928 as we speak. That up momentum level, 10,752. There should be an argument there. The market should have an argument there. When I say an argument there, I mean that you should see increased volume, trading activity. On the pit when there was an argument. Well, it could have been a physical argument for sure, but an argument around price there was a lot of activity, man. That level, just the volume of voices screaming raised, and the orders that entered the market went up, and there was an argument between the buyers and the sellers, and that's what I mean. That up momentum level should see an argument, 10,752. If it can't hold that level, it's going to follow the rest of these cryptos on the sheet that are out of up momentum. And again, now look at those other levels where it would naturally project to. First, the average or the center at 95.87, low momentum down at 84.21. I am not telling you that's where it's going. All right, this is not what this show is about. This show is about understanding what the numbers are telling me as a technician and what the potentials are in the market because of it. All right, lastly tonight on this segment of Blockchain Vitals, your daily show of all talking crypto assets, we're going to do a little segment we're going to call Go to the Chart, man. Let's go to the chart. And I have been a technician my whole trading career. In fact, I was looking in the trading jacket, and I still have handheld charts. We used to make charts, the point and figure charts for sure, right in the pit. during trading. Make the chart as the trade went. Stoudemire used to do a bell curve and do it right in the pit. Hand drawn charting. Since we've gone to the screen and I don't do charts manually anymore, I do candlestick charts, and I only do candlestick charts to watch for one particular setup. All right, one particular setup is called the doji hammer, and it is usually a pretty good indicator of a market reversal. And today in Bitcoin, it happened absolutely perfect. We call that textbook, where a market, now this is where the above the arrow, that's yesterday's action, which is still today, but it's tomorrow in Asia. All right, this gets complicated, I know, in a 24/7, 365-day-a-year market. But today's action, which is yesterday in Asia, a doji hammer is, look at that. It opened, it made a higher high than any of the previous period of charting, this going back about 10 trading days, and then came back down and closed right where it opened, or very close to where it opened. And that's the doji hammer, generally a candlestick formation that indicates topping action in this point. If it happened on the low end, it would be, market has reached a bottom. And so you have to pay heed to that. You have to pay attention to that doji hammer when it shows up, because it's a pretty good indicator of a market reversal. Real easy way to trade it too is you can sell the market, and if it takes out yesterday's high, you're out. It just didn't follow through. But a really good indicator, one that I only look for in candlesticks. And again, when you build your trading methodology, it has to be a personal trading methodology that makes sense to you. So, there's thousands of indicators, and I'm not an advocate for or against any of them explicitly. I put together a trading methodology for what makes sense for me, guidelines that help me be more disciplined, be proactive in the market. We call them calls to action. So now, like I said, Dash closed out of up momentum a couple days ago. I actually lightened up more as it retested that momentum level. Looked like I was wrong because it regained the momentum. But here again today, now 2 out of 3 days closing out of up momentum. I'll take the rest of my Dash chips off the table. And right now I'm pushing to the tether, because that's the easiest way for me to access protection. All right. You guys have a great day. We will chat again tomorrow and see how this unfolds. But definite weakness showing up in the cryptos on the sheet. And so be a proactive trader. Put together a trading system that makes sense for you. Put together a trading system that gives you calls to action. And when you have a call to action, you got to act. That's the bottom line. You guys have a great night.